Okay, we are recording. I am recording this because I feel like I want to be super transparent about these processes. These are my first 2 exhibitions. For those who are emerging, I think this will be really helpful so that you can understand how this can be done to the best that it can be done by somebody who has very little experience. So there are 2 exhibitions. One has been organised by the collective I'm a part of, Test Shoots. There are going to be, I believe, something like 200 images, all put up in a massive arrangement. We're thinking about making a shape. There are 8 of us, 8 partners in photography. So it's to celebrate our work and to sort of push the purpose behind our work and what we're trying to do with photography. We're looking to democratise creative labour through the sharing of skills and knowledge. This is the first time we're showing our work together. We have Ollie, the founder. He has been collecting our work. He's been finding us opportunities. The idea of us being a part of this collective is to work on these opportunities potentially together, but also support each other on our journeys in photography. And yeah, it's a really cool concept. The second exhibition will be held at the Roundhouse. I believe it's in Camden, Kentish Town area. It's for Black History Month. My friend sent me a text. There's an opportunity for us to have our work put up in the Roundhouse Cafe, but the 2 exhibitions are working very, very differently. I'm going to show you what I'm doing to prepare for each. Honestly, I was more stressed than I needed to be at this point, but the opportunities came around sort of at the same time, so things were exciting and stressful. This is where I needed to choose my images and sort out printing and stuff like that. One thing that's really important when you are printing your work and having it exhibited in different sizes is to ensure that the quality is as good as it can be. The earlier install, that's happening on the 30th of September, which is 4 days away. What I've done is I've chosen my photos, changed the image size, resolution, blah blah blah, sent them off to be printed. On Monday morning I'll go and get them. I trust the printers, I really love them. I always get my film developed there. The second one, I've got a bit longer to decide. The first exhibition, it's 3 images, and this second one, because of the layout of the exhibition, just the different style that it's taking, I'm choosing 26 images, which is a bit crazy because, I've got thousands of images. To narrow that down to 26 without a theme is quite daunting. There are so many different types of exhibitions, different ways in which you come to be part of an exhibition. Sometimes, especially when you're a bit more established, people find your work and they contact you and they want you to show your work in their space. Or you might apply for something, it might be a competition, it might be you might be responding to a prompt, a theme, and the idea is that if you're selected, your work might become part of an exhibition that sort of commemorates that whole process. There are so many causes that want to show your work for their purpose and for your purpose. So I'll have 26 images. I get to sort of decide which images I want to be A3, A4, and which images I want to be A5. That's what I'm going to do now. First, I might look on the Miro board. We're using that to sort of show everyone's photos. And yeah, just make sure that my images stand out for sure, but also align with what we're trying to create visually. It's literally such a busy day, but I'm taking this slow. This is just image selection and printing time, then we'll have install time, and then we'll have exhibition time / private view. For those who don't know what private view is, it's essentially where those who are showing their work get to invite people to come and see it. There's a bit of networking, a bit of art appreciation, and it's a good time. We're gonna go onto Miro and you can sort of see how we're envisioning things to happen. So as I said, there are 8 of us. Everyone has started putting their photos in here. If we go up, we're looking to sort of create a shape. It's gonna be so cool. This literally took me an hour, no lie, because I had so many images to look through and we weren't following a theme. I wish I was that photographer with 1,000 different folders ready for each occasion, but I actually enjoyed starting from scratch and I guess just seeing what caught my eye when scrolling through my archive. Did it! I low-key want to show you, let's turn this around. Delete these photos. There are 26 images there. I think me and Matt are quite similar in the way that we go for colour. So the next stage, the next step in this process would be for me to decide which of these I want to be A3, A4 and A5. But honestly, like when you've been staring at your own photos for so long, like it gets blurry, it gets hard, it gets disorientating, fuck. So I don't know, like I'm gonna leave that for another day. I've still got time. The next time I see you will be on Monday when I go to collect my pictures for the Black History Month exhibition. On that day I have to remember to pack my frames, get there early, pick up the photos and be at the Roundhouse for installation. Bye. So I'm about to leave the house. I thought I'd show you what I have with me. Okay, so much stuff. I'm cycling today. Some way or another, I'm gonna get this with me to Chalk Farm. Why do I feel like I've just cracked that? Oh shit. The thing is, these frames are already chipped, like I'm not even gonna lie to you. I got them off the street as well, so. Oh yeah, before I make it to the Roundhouse, I am going to collect my prints. I have one which is 12 inches by 12. I have two of these big A2 prints. That is just also a piece of advice, like when you see things, you know, you never know when they're going to be useful to you. And I never knew those frames. Well, I knew I'd want to put something in the frames, but I didn't know that by sort of keeping them in storage for 5 months, that I'd actually be taking them to my exhibition. But yeah, it's very exciting. First stop, go get my prints. Second stop, Roundhouse. I'm really excited. Goodbye. The weather was so shit for cycling, but we did it anyway. It was just so nice to be back in Hackney, where I lived last year, and to see the people at my developers. They're so lovely. And then, yeah, another 40-minute cycle in the rain with my prints to Kentish Town for the install.
What do you think? I think that looks better.
Look at us standing there checking that the prints lined up nicely. Everyone's work was different sizes and there were so many styles and art forms. So yeah, we were just having fun with it really. So I've just realised that my print is too small for the frame, which is so annoying because I really thought that I'd calculated everything. I thought I'd done it to the best of my ability. I'd measured, I'd been precise, and that just goes to show that anything can happen. But it's okay. What we'll do instead is center the frame. As you can see, there's like edges now. It was honestly fine and it looked amazing up on the wall. Okay, so it was the test shoots install next, and honestly we had so much planning to do. So my first visit with the rest of the partners was like a mini tour for those who hadn't seen the space in person, and also just for us to visualise what was going where. It's such a beautiful community centre in Hackney Wick, and it got me so excited. We were looking at getting 200 and something images on the wall, and we unfortunately couldn't install all on one day, so we had to do it in bits. But on the day of, I got ready and nice and early to finish what the partners had done and prepare for the exhibition. I went for this fun shirt with some gold jewellery and packed a little bag with some makeup, perfume and deodorant. From the first exhibition at the Roundhouse, which actually happened a couple of weeks before, it was so sweaty and I was just dying for my essentials. I actually didn't get to take videos, so here are some pics from that one. But yeah, that's all our pictures up for test shoots. They look so good. We've put the photos on the wall, but what's left to do is still like fasten the bottom. I can show you an example, and it's actually my photo here. I spent the day working and setting up the finishing touches for Watergun, also known as the Test Shoots private view.
Yeah, it was really good. My friends came.
And that's all. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this vlog gives you some insight into exhibition making, DIY shit, and just like what it looks like to grab those opportunities. You can subscribe for more of this incredible documentation. You can follow me and stay up to date with my photography on Instagram, and you can follow Test Shoots as well if you'd like to see a collective of photographers at work. Thank you kindly, and happy creating.